Welcome back, Skippers, presented by Orange Box Fantasy Sports. Today, everyone's favorite segment. It's a Monday Mailbag. Welcome everyone back from vacation. It was 4th Canada Day weekend. Everyone enjoyed some pints, had a good time, but time to clock back in for some fantasy baseball. Avery, Jared, Drew, and once again, the man of the hour, Tyler McKillop. Tyler, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
Before we get going, open notes. I cut you off, Tyler. Sorry.
Make sure you like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We got some big news coming out of the Skippers family and the Owner's Box family.
Are you going to give them the news?
There's a giveaway coming. I know I've said it for how long?
Months.
No.
Jared.
2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Jared, you need to say it's happening this week.
The framework is in. We have it set up.
It's happening this week.
It is happening this week. Big giveaway coming up surrounding the All-Star game. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Surrounding the All-Star game. You guys will find out more. We will post it in the Discord. We'll post it on social media. It will be everywhere. You will be notified about it.
And before we get going, Owner's Box, best fantasy sports platform to play on. Time to stop setting it and forgetting it. Join Owner's Box, more control of the outcome. 7-day contest. Everyone loves that. They haven't played. You play the DFS. You play season long. Best blend of both. Build your lineup, manage it throughout the week, and get paid like the pros. Am I more likely to do a player prop on Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hitting a home run in one day or a week, Jeremy?
Yeah, and use code Skippers5 while you're at it. Free entry for some free money. So why not?
Who doesn't like free money? T-Mac, into the questions.
You've got mail.
Great first question here. With the NBA Finals coming up this week on Tuesday, what would be the equivalent of a Suns versus Bucks Finals in the World Series?
I got to give credit to John Boy here because this is where we got the question from. Great tweet. The Suns remind me of the Blue Jays for some reason. I don't know why.
Blue Jays pod.
Blue Jays pod again. I bring it back to the Blue Jays, but I don't know. I was thinking of like which MLB team signed like a veteran because like bringing in Chris Paul. But like, and then the Suns just like are really good now. Like they bring in that veteran presence and it helped them. And then the Bucks. I mean, you guys have been talking about the Angels. Like I agree with that. It's just tough to see the Angels just because they just never make the playoffs. So it's tough to see. And the Bucks have been in the playoffs for the past 4 years.
Oh yeah.
So
at least
they just haven't seen much success in the playoffs. Not going to the finals. So I don't know. Maybe I look to the Padres as the Bucks, but
you motherfucker, dude.
Why? What's wrong with the Padres?
So I did the Padres as the Suns.
Why?
There's loopholes in pretty much every team in this, but my reasoning so I have Angels Padres. Angels because generational talent on their team. Mike Trout, Giannis gets all the awards. Giannis 2 MVPs now, right? He's won pretty much every award, and if he wins the NBA championship, he's won every award before 26. Mike Trout is seen as the best player. Giannis, I don't think is seen as the best player, but he's up there as top 5 player in the league. So that's what I was getting at, not the playoff history. And then Padres and Suns, they're not the best team in their geographical region. Lakers, Dodgers, same type of thing. They're not like the preeminent team in that area. And I think they have the talent. They're a young, fun, exciting team. So I say the Padres are like the Suns.
And same thing, like Jeremy just said, added people in the offseason just before the year. So expectations were a lot higher this year than they were the previous year.
I mean,
so
I guess Yu Darvish is a veteran.
Yeah.
You don't really think of him like that, but he's been to the All-Star game, 7 times or something now?
And Blake Snell's just been a bad signing.
Well, Blake Snell's just high as fuck all the time.
Yeah.
Drew, your guys?
I've got, pardon me, the Diamondbacks as the Suns. I mean, I know they both play in Phoenix, but it just seems like it fits so well. And because all the Phoenix teams are so relevant until the Suns run, right?
Are you going to say the Brewers as the...
No. But in terms of a similar brand of team, if the Bucks didn't have Giannis, no one would care about them, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The Twins don't have an All-Star, and no one cares about the Twins, right? The Twins feel like the Bucks to me of MLB. It's more of a brand thing, the comparable team structures.
Sure.
But yeah, I'd say the Bucks are like the Twins.
I don't mind that at all. Yeah, there's ways you can pretty much put every team as something else.
You can spin it any way you want.
T-Mac, you have team?
Angels for sure, and I like the Padres one. That makes a lot of sense. But I'm definitely Angels just because of like Drew said, the Bucks without Giannis and the Angels without Trout would be incredibly irrelevant franchises otherwise.
All right, next question.
Speaking of Drew, took some heat over the weekend. I know he wasn't too happy about it this morning when he got into the office. a chance to clear up some of the hate on the Max Muncy take over the weekend.
We want to give him a shot to, express himself on the pod.
The floor is yours.
Yeah.
I've got here written down, I'm not apologizing.
Okay.
Because he's having a good season, but the 2 to 3 weeks before he was a buy low, he was playing really bad. Like, if you're going to try and trade for a great player, it's best to try and trade for them when they're not playing well, not when they're on a heater, right? So I know where everyone's coming from in the YouTube comments, like he's having a great overall season. But what I was saying was he's one of the best hitters in baseball, but you wouldn't have to trade one of the best hitters in baseball to get him.
He's like a buy high because he's a very good player.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he wasn't so low, he was a buy high, but he's still a buy.
I think a lot of people just looked at the
thumbnail
and
the title
and the timestamps, and they just saw Max Muncy. They didn't actually listen to us. So next time, guys, just make sure you listen to us.
It's okay. The comments are good, though.
Comments are good, though.
Yeah.
Keep them coming. Keep that fire atmosphere. We like that.
Yeah, need it. Keep us going. T-Mac, next question.
Okay.
Blue Jays pod.
Yes, Blue Jays pod. I'm hesitant to continue this trend with you, Jeremy, but let's do it. Will the Skippers boys be looking to attend some Blue Jays games come August when it looks like they'll be back in the 6 back in the city?
Short answer, yes. We'll be there.
You'll find me on the third base line. That's where I always sit.
Third base side because there's shade when it's hot.
Yep.
Good. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a big
view
lie.
of the
That's just knowing where it's going to be too hot.
Good view of
and
the CN Tower and the shade. That's the spot to sit.
we're gonna try and do a live podcast from the Blue Jays game.
I'd love that.
Breaking news. We're going to do it from the flight deck. We're going to have fans, and we'll see how rowdy we can get. It might go terribly. It might go well.
Might go bad, yeah.
Also, I have an announcement. People said that we looked unprofessional a couple weeks ago with the notepads. We don't have notepads. We have computers this time. And they said we need to take our hats off. So I tried to clean up and look more professional for you guys today. So let us know how we did today in the comments. See if that goes well. T-Mac, next question.
Okay, we'll let Jeremy go last because we already know what his answer is if you're well in tune with our content. But who did not deserve to make the All-Star team?
This is not something Jeremy has been known to
So
say.
apparently, Matt Olson is now in the All-Star game.
He was reserve.
Okay,
probably.
so there was a
Starter.
separate vote.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
I am so confused
I
because
think
Yuli
the
Gurriel is
players-
is not in the game, but he was fighting for a starting spot. I was like, what?
so it goes fan vote for the
Yeah,
starters,
okay.
and then I think the people vote, the teams and players and coaches vote for the rest, for the reserves.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Anyway, so that was like, he's in. I was like, I just went on this huge rant saying that how did he not get in? So
He wasn't a
good
huge.
to hear.
It was a.
Yeah, it was like
It
was
was okay. The passion.
Passionate.
The passion was there.
Yeah, it was.
So it's good to see Matt Olson.
It was
Good job.
flowing through your phone. That's how good it was. But who didn't deserve to make the All-Star team? It's pretty obvious. It's Aroldis Chapman.
Yeah.
He's statistically the worst reliever in baseball, who's made at least one appearance since the crackdown on the sticky substances.
Yeah.
I mean, how the fuck can you make the All-Star game? Like, he was horrible.
Yeah. Yeah. That's,
His whip is bad. His walks, he leads the league in walk percentage. His expected weighted on base based on the contact he gives up is the worst in baseball. That's based on like StatCast metrics and stuff like that. But shouldn't be there.
yeah. Nathan Eovaldi was someone I mentioned. I just don't know. Was it because he plays for the Red Sox or?
Well, every team has to have a player.
Yeah.
Red Sox have multiple
But the Red Sox have
starters.
multiple
True.
players, yeah. I don't know. I thought it was I was like, whoa, was he having a better year than I thought? Because he was on my waiver wire in like week 4. And then I looked at his ERA. He must be pitching better as of lately because he's got a 3.7 ERA. But like still, it's just like there's no better option than
Probably
Nathan
just a
Eovaldi.
fan favorite in Boston.
Yeah.
They all vote for him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you got it's like the
Gotta
Blue
think of those
Jays.
big
Like,
markets.
they
Yeah,
have
the
a
Blue
lot,
Jays.
3 stars.
Simeon over Altuve was. I was.
Hey,
I
Nate
was
Eovaldi's
confused
9
about
and
that,
4
but
this year.
Yeah, I got that written down here too. Jeremy, Simeon over Altuve was a bit weird.
Yeah. Simeon over
Also,
Altuve.
Jose Ramirez not in the top 3 for AL third baseman.
Yeah.
Just based on votes.
Yeah.
And that's why it stinks sometimes, but
That's the way it is.
Yep.
the way it is.
The way it is.
T-Mac, who was a snub for you, T-Mac?
God, this is
Next
Come on,
question.
T-Mac.
Next
Yeah,
question.
next question. That's too much.
okay. Again, we're another callback here for this time for Avery. Judge staying healthy. How are we feeling I'm on your side with this. I wasn't here for that episode, but I'm on your side with this. He's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
There's someone who keeps commenting on every YouTube video and says Judge stays healthy. So that's one of the reasons for this question, because it seems like no one is going to forget this bet, and you might be bald.
No one's going to forget.
You might be bald.
The question was shave my head, not go bald. Two different things, right?
Well, are we talking a
buzz
one
cut.
buzz cut here?
Yeah.
Like a one?
I mean,
0.
no, that is not. We're not just
one
making
has a
shit up.
guard on it, Jeremy.
No.
We need the 0, just the buzzer.
I think a one is.
We're going one. I need him
you
to
go-
make. Dude, first of all, the barber this week just tried to take off all my hair. He thinned out the only good part of the hair I had. Now I look like it was.
What happened if you
balding,
showed
too.
up today and you already had a one?
I thought about it. I was like, dude, I just gotta
getting
cut.
ahead of the bet.
Yeah.
I was like, I
just
gotta
gonna
cut all my hair off. I have a wedding to go to, so it'll be kind of short before then, I think.
Okay.
I'm not getting married. I wouldn't do that. But
He's not getting married. Please.
no, Aaron Judge, it's been a week, right? So like it's not. It hasn't been that long.
No.
So I wouldn't say I'm
Still
much.
on the table. Still
Yeah.
on the table.
I
How
wouldn't
often
say.
do you check if he's on the IL?
No, I watch the games. I know what's going
You
on.
watch all the Yankees games?
Not all the Yankees. I'm tuned in. I'm looking at box scores at least. I know
Yeah.
what's going on with Aaron Judge. He's also on some of our rosters, so I check in with him. I know what he's doing, but just get hurt for 10 days. I kind of need him though. So
That's the worst.
Yeah.
That is the worst.
all right, T-Mac.
Okay, weekly salary cap. Which players have been outperforming their salaries that you'd be looking to add to your lineups?
So to preface this, we fight with our salary guy all the
Yeah,
time.
we fight all the time.
We try and get the most.
Love the game. Love
yeah,
the
we try
game.
and get the most accurate salaries that we think are good, but sometimes there's some outliers. So, Jer, we do have a nice talk about it pretty much every morning.
Every morning over some coffee. Well, I have coffee. Avery has sugar-free Red Bull. And we chat about some salaries. But Kesson Hero was someone that T-Mac, Avery, and I have been. I mean, Drew, you didn't take Kesson, right? He was like $1,900 a game.
It's pretty much minimum's 1,500. per
Minimum's
game.
$1,500. So we loved his value, and I don't even think he went up a lot. So he's still low.
Quick
Yeah.
update. I know on the last show I got to celebrate a victory from that week. In between that, the last episode of Mailbag and this one, I won again. So I'm 2 for 2,
In owner's
first
box
place.
salary
You
cap.
know what
Owner's box
cracks
salary
me
cap
up?
games.
So you win 2 in a row, right? But the one time he decides to write a blog, it's like the worst lineup of his life.
Yeah, he said this is the
true.
team that'll make you money, and it just wouldn't have made you money.
I'm pretty sure the last blog I wrote about the salary cap game, I had Lucas Giolito in that squad,
Okay.
and he was
Terrible.
atrocious
Yes,
this
he
week.
was, yeah.
Lucas
So
Giolito,
bad.
I'm thinking about dropping.
Yeah.
Not like
A guy I have on owner's box teams a lot is Toro from the Astros.
Yeah.
At 2,500.
Canadian.
Cheap. I know you have
Bra-
Bo. You're
Brantley-
big on Bo.
Yeah, and then
Bo's
Bo
cheap.
Bichette at 4,000.
Yeah, Bo is-
compared to like Tatis at 5 something. Like
Bo's a good
Value.
top end cheap option out of those like tiers.
Well, he's
where you
not.
gotta take a-
Yeah, he's like he can perform like the first tier
Yeah.
priced guys,
Yeah.
but he's in the second tier
Yes.
of guys.
Yes.
same with
And
Trevor Story.
another guy like that, Xander Bogaerts, who's 300 less than
Yeah.
Bo. So that's a guy I would take just to try and get cheaper.
Usually
And
I'm
then
picking Bogarts or Bo.
a guy that we'd never move from the actual minimum is Logan Gilbert, who's just
Yeah.
hits really well.
Yeah.
And he's the minimum price for a pitcher. And you look at the other pitchers who are minimum, and it's not like Logan Gilbert. And then Jonathan Scope is like 2,700. I just think we haven't been paying attention to that either. So that's why we get in fights. But
Yep.
those are our guys. T-Mac, who's the guy for you?
Oh, Willie Adames.
Nice.
Willie Adames,
week?
yeah.
I took him too. That was nice against Pittsburgh, like
been really
first
good.
game of the series
Yeah.
too.
And then who did I say to you that for my one, the one I won the week before?
Yeah,
I can't remember who
we're
it
gonna
was
forget.
now.
It was.
Me
It
and
wasn't.
Jared were talking about
definitely
it. It was
wasn't a
somebody
well-known name.
way, way deep.
Like Jonathan Daza.
Daza had been on my team.
Yeah, he's
I
been,
forgot what
he's
it
been
was.
struggling
It
now.
was
'cause he's
someone-
been-
Me and Jared laughed about it because he had like
laughed.
40 fantasy
Yeah,
points the
it was
one night,
crazy.
and it was just it was a ridiculous player.
All right,
So
next question.
Wait, tell them to use code Skippers5. Comment yours, who you're taking that you think is going to outperform their salary. So Skippers5, free entry, free.
We need to get a game with these people.
Yeah, we'll try and see if we can spin something up.
Yeah.
Get a little game going.
See who can beat us. See who's smarter than us. Probably a bunch of you.
Smarter than the Skippers.
Yeah.
I am. I know I am.
Yeah. You just know what's going on, T-Mac. You're in tune. All right.
Sharp,
Next question.
All right. Few few different like who you taking for next season. So in 2022, got 3 different groups of players. Who you taking? Jack Flaherty, Aaron Nola, or Clayton Kershaw? We already know that Avery hates Jack Flaherty. So
I'm on that team too.
Let me
now.
try to tell you. Or let's hear Avery try to tell us why he would take.
Who are you taking? I'm actually interested.
Clayton Kershaw.
Really? Yeah. I'd take Jack Flaherty.
I'd take Kershaw. I'm on
Aaron Nola's scary, man.
I'm on Avery's side that Jack Flaherty's just not good.
I don't know if I said he's not good. I mean, don't like him. I think there's a difference there.
I just don't think he's an elite pitcher.
That's like me hating the Pittsburgh Steelers player.
It's
like
like-
and me saying they're not good is just being wrong. Like
I would rather MLB edition. If you haven't checked out Doing Football, go check it out because Avery made an appearance. But it would be Jack Flaherty.
yeah, I would.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It would
I
be
would
Jack
rather
Flaherty.
die than.
There's not
Shaw.
really a reason. You just don't like him.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
it.
But I would take Jack Flaherty though.
Clayton Kershaw running the highest K percentage in like 5 years that he's had,
Yeah.
which is interesting. So,
Well, this is next year though. That's the only thing that I thought of.
but
Kershaw,
that's why we faded him a little bit this year
I
too,
know, I
right?
know.
And you think about regression, and it's just like guys who have a high floor. Why would you skip on them?
Yeah. Kershaw was my number 5 starting pitcher this year. Thank you.
Can't make that shit up.
Yeah.
Next
Clayton
one.
Kershaw winning me one of the weeks on Owner's Box with that insane. He
He did have a great game.
What was it? The Cubs night?
Yeah.
like 115 points.
He had a great game.
A little callback to an episode that didn't get enough views. Make sure you guys go check out the boys all MLB first half team.
All MLB first half team. Go check it out.
Third base. And from the announcement, actually, it wasn't even that. Oh, no, it was that one when Jeremy said Rafael
Yeah.
Devers. So Rafael Devers, Jose Ramirez, or Manny Machado.
And this is so tight.
I think Devers is the clear third here, probably.
I'd take Devers over. Devers' numbers are better than Jose Ramirez this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
And
have.
Manny Machado.
I think you can have. There, we listened to Fantasy Baseball today on the way to work, and they said that Manny Machado would probably outperform Devers the second half of the season. And I don't know if I would disagree with them.
Yeah, I would. Manny Machado has been really good.
He's starting to heat up.
I think Ramirez is the clear one though.
That's what I would say too. But the problem is, we take Ramirez 1 because of his ability to steal bases, and he
Yeah.
just hasn't stolen bases this year. Manny Machado's been the one who's stolen these bases. So
Yeah, Devers isn't going to steal. That's the only thing. But man,
counting
I
stats
love
are good.
Devers. I love him
Devers
so
has been like
much.
a top 10 batter this year.
oh yeah, I
been
took
great.
him in like the 5th round of our league, and it's just like
Steal. He was going late.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen a couple of redrafts, and he's still going pretty late.
yeah, he's like end of second rounds
Yeah.
type thing.
Like this is a guy who's the best third baseman on our platform.
I'm gonna go Roto. I'll go Manny Machado. Points. I'll go. They all kind of strike out.
Yeah, I would definitely stick with Jose Ramirez still, but I think I'd prefer Devers over Manny Machado.
Okay.
So
Don't hate
I'm
that.
going that 3.
I'd say Ramirez is 1 and the other 2 are really close for 2. I'd
Yeah.
say they're even.
T-Mac.
All right. Some shortstops. Bo Bichette, Trey Turner, or Xander Bogaerts.
This was tough. This is Xander's hitting 325, Trey's hitting 318, Bo's hitting 290, but his stats are great. Trey Turner actually has 14 home runs. Surprisingly, Bo has 15 and Xander has 13.
I think Xander's the clear 3 here.
I think he's so underrated.
He's underrated.
He is underrated.
He's really
But
consistent, but
the
like,
one thing is in Roto he doesn't steal.
Yes, he doesn't
Yeah, he
steal.
doesn't
He's not
steal.
going to steal like Bo, and he's not
Yeah.
going to steal like Trey. So
I would
saying
call-
it like he's clear cut 3, I hated hearing that, but after thought, I think you're probably
Turner doesn't
right.
we're going to take a hit as RBIs for Turner because he's leading off. Or is he hitting 2 now? You said Kyle Schwarber was leading
Wasn't
off for a
anyone,
bit.
but Kyle Schwarber's
But
hurt now.
if you look at the RBIs, he's way below these 2. But I mean,
Well, lineups. Let's look at like these
Turner's-
lineups.
Yeah,
Boston, like huge bounce back from all those guys.
Yeah,
Blue
Bo.
Jays probably
Great.
one of the most dangerous lineups in baseball, and then Trey is
in 2022,
without Juan Soto
yeah,
playing well.
based off what I'm going to see with this Jays lineup, I'm going to go with Bo here.
I think just Trey. You can't beat the all-round
Yeah.
roto value of Trey
Tell us why you actually want Trey Turner.
because I went to NC State.
There we go.
But also he steals bases, he hits home runs.
But Bo
hit
has more steals than him,
runs.
doesn't he?
Bo doesn't have more steals.
They're
yeah.
close though. Trey Turner was like 18, and then Bo was 12 or something like that.
Something like that. It is pretty close, but Trey's still ahead by a
I think
tad.
I'm just trying to
Tough.
waste time to
They're
figure out who
They're
I
all
actually
pretty
want.
young. They're all like, I mean,
Trey.
Bo's
I'll go Trey. Trey Turner.
youngest,
too.
but
Bo seems like Bogarts, but he steals bases. They're like pretty,
Bo
pretty
and
similar
Xander do
profiles.
seem pretty. Xander will always hit for better average than Bo, but Bo's got, I would say, more power, more home run power than
Yeah.
Xander.
All right. Next question, T-Mac.
Rookie pitchers, a little update there. Who's standing out? Who could be sticky in someone's fantasy lineup for the rest of the season or even short term?
Pretty much 3.
Yeah. Who? Listen.
James Caprillion, Shane McClanahan, Logan Gilbert.
Yeah, I said Shane McClanahan was someone that came to mind. He's now pitching like 6-inning games, which is nice to see. So he's getting that quality start.
Oh, obviously, this is Trevor Rogers is a rookie. Ian
Yeah, that's
Anderson's
true.
a rookie too.
Yeah.
I'm not classifying them as a rookie
Yeah,
in
Ian
this.
Anderson. Yeah,
Trevor Rogers is
they're like
obviously an all-star, but he's technically a rookie too. They pitched last year, so. But Trevor Rogers is about to move into the 5th spot in the. I mean, a sneak peek. He's probably going to be my sell high this week. He's pitched incredible. He's an all-star, but they're about to move him to the 5th spot in the rotation to limit his innings the second half of the season, which you do with a young guy for a team that's not that good. So looking into something like that, these are the guys who did not pitch last year, made their debuts this year that I'm looking at.
Yeah, me too. Shane McClanahan was the one guy who stood out to me, and he's got a lot of potential. I mean, he's throwing 100 from the left side.
I mean, is Yanoa going to be back? He's a rookie, isn't he?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah, he's for sure.
I'm hitting home runs too.
Yeah,
What did he break it? He broke his arm, right, from punching the wall or something.
Yeah.
I guess Manoa
Manoa,
stands out.
too.
I was about to
Yeah.
say
Stands
Manoa
out.
and McClanahan, for sure.
Manoa had a very good
Great. He
outing.
did have a very good
You want
outing.
to talk about that?
Nope. It's good to see.
All right. Is that it? All our
Yeah,
questions?
Now we're gonna.
Reconstruct a roster. We got a bad one this week.
Yeah, very bad one.
All right, we are back. Roster reconstruction time. We have found a roster from the worst team and the worst person possible. It is Tyler McKillop's fantasy baseball team. Tyler is in 10th place with 22 total roto points for his team. That is not very good.
And a half.
22 and a half roto points. That is true. So let's go through his roster. JT Realmuto, Cody Bellinger, Jeff McNeil, Brian Hayes, Dansby Swanson, Kyle Tucker, JD Martinez. This team's actually good. Christian Yell. How are you in last?
Pitching.
Josh Johnson, Luke Voigt, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., Glaber, Tommy Pham, Jack Flaherty is starting for you, so you don't manage your lineup. Blake Snell, Edwin Diaz, Ian Kennedy, Patrick Corbin, okay. Julio Urias, Jose Urquidy, Alek Manoah, Matthew Boyd, Brady Singer. There we go. That's why you're in last. So, initial thoughts from people on this lineup.
He's got Real Muto was a tough draft pick because he has not been not been living up to the expectations.
The next
Bellinger.
guy right there is also
Yeah.
not living up to expectations.
Cody Bellinger.
And the guy right under him is also not living up
And
to expectations.
Brian Hayes has been hurt the whole year. Danby Swanson kind of sucks now.
Look at it. Christian Yelich hasn't been good all year
Yeah.
either.
Yeah, his best draft pick was JD Martinez.
Yeah, I'd agree on that. Luke Voigt was hurt pretty much all year.
Yeah.
But you drafted him hurt, right?
Yeah, you did draft him hurt,
He
but he
probably
went
went-
late. He did go late in our draft because I was
Gleyber
trying.
Torres might not be in the MLB next year.
He needs to be gone off your team. Tommy Pham needs to be in this lineup at some point.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Yeah, for sure.
So we go into the pitchers. Jack Flaherty's hurt. Blake Snell underperforming as well. Edwin Diaz, one of the best closers in baseball so far. Ian Kennedy, I don't know if he's back to getting save opportunities, but he was really good at the start of the year. Patrick Corbin, someone I thought might bounce back, has not bounced back at all this year.
So if you look at the roto categories,
There's way better pitchers on on our wire than 5 pitchers on this team right
if
here.
you guys look at the categories, this team is in. It's got 5 points for wins, 5 points for saves, and then everything else is 1 or 2 points.
Okay.
Okay, so he's struggling.
So I think T-Mac, I
we
can
can
help.
fix it.
We can help reconstruct. Let's go to guys on the wire.
Yeah, let's go see who's on the wire.
As a team that we're all in, or a league that we're all in. Where the hell is?
I only use this on my phone, so
Yeah, I hate this actually. Player of the list.
I don't think that's it. I just went there too.
All available players, all pitchers.
Rich Hill, you could pick up Rich Hill.
No, you do not want to do that.
He's
I do
been pretty
not.
good.
I don't.
Actually, he hasn't been great.
Okay, so right here, Yusei Kikuchi
Hey,
is someone you should be picking up.
my guy, Ranger Suarez, can help with the
Maybe.
categories.
Yeah, there's
Some ratio help right there.
There's so many better pitchers on our wire. Austin Gomber is a guy that could help you too.
Kopech is just sitting out there too.
Yeah, that's tough though. Let's go.
Jake Odorizzi.
Yep, that's a really good one.
So T-Mac, we need to get. I'll take your phone after T-Mac and we'll reconstruct this roster. And I bet you get up to 6th place by end of next week.
That'd be wonderful.
2 weeks from now, because that lineup's really good.
Yeah, definitely have a good
I'm adding
hitting
Yusei
lineup.
Kikuchi as we speak.
I hate that because I that was a guy that I was trying to keep on the wire for when one of my guys
You
goes
pick
down.
him up and then you drop him for a week, and then you pick him up and then you drop him.
Yeah.
And just no one else interferes with that.
I know, it's been awesome. You guys have been really nice for that. But yeah, 10 teams. It's a shallow league, so guys like that. Ranger Suarez is number 3 on here. That's awesome. Kendall Graveman's also on here too. Interesting. All right, that's all we got. Let's not dive too far into T-Mac because
So
we
should we tell him who should make trades or no?
we should T-Mac make trades with us.
Yeah.
I'll trade you pretty much anyone.
Let's trade.
But
Let's
you know,
trade.
there's some guys you need to get rid of there, and I think you have immediate help on the waiver wire, and that's
Yeah.
pretty much most of your shallow leagues. That's where your best help is.
Yeah.
Usually is on the wire instead of trades for people that you're going to give up some of your best value guys that are working for your team instead of working against it. That's all I got. Play Owners Box. Subscribe,
Yeah.
like, join the Cord. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We'll see you next time.